Welcome to the morning announcements with Bomani Armah on Monday, June 26, 2023. Today, we are pouring libations for Paul Laurence Dunbar. We are recognizing the Democratic Republic of Seychelles Independence Day, and I am debuting my performance of the 3 Rules of Creative Writing at the Avalon Theater in Talbot County, Maryland. Make sure to like, share, follow, and subscribe. Go to the video details for links to anything discussed in this show. Let's go ahead and get this started. Here comes the morning announcements.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome everyone to the morning announcements. I'ma say my name so you can pronounce it. Bomani Armah. Shout out to early risers, I see who you are. My morning ritual, thanks for having me over. Start with audiovisual, dose of Sankofa. My favorite occasions a few moons away. I'm counting rotations to watermelon day. If you're with me this morning, I hope that you're with it. 2 things that I want and 3 ways to get it. Black solidarity, African independence. Honor the ancestors, prepare descendants. 3rd thing you gotta do is love right now. I mean that in every sense and every way you know how. Now throw them up and say what should increase on 1, 2, 3, peace.
Alright, let's do the mic. Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2, mic check. Welcome to the morning announcements with Bomani Armah. This is Monday, June 26, 2023. We are now 39 days away from Watermelon Day at Sankofa Video and Books. That is Saturday, August 5th, 2023 from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. Our annual celebration of summertime, watermelon, and everything red, black, and green. Join us for family-friendly performances and free watermelon, all right? Before we go any further, let's go ahead and honor our ancestors. We are here to honor the ancestors, prepare the descendants, and love right now. Shout out to all my partners broadcasting in the morning announcements, including Bloombar's, Story Tapestries, and Sankofa Video and Books. Make sure to check out the links. Today, we are recognizing, let me make sure I got this one correct. Boom, Mr. Paul Laurence Dunbar. Paul Laurence Dunbar, June 27th, 1872 to February 9th, 1906, an American poet, novelist, and short story writer of the late 19th and early 20th century. Born in Dayton, Ohio, to parents who had been enslaved in Kentucky before the Civil War, Dunbar began writing stories and verse when he was only a child. He became one of the first influential Black poets in American literature and was internationally acclaimed for his dialect verse in collections such as Majors and Minors and Lyrics of Lowly Life. The dialect poems constitute only a small portion of Dunbar's canon, which is replete with novels, short stories, essays, and mini poems. Let's read today's quote from Paul Laurence Dunbar. I'm going to read a section of We Wear the Mask. We wear the mask that grins and lies. It hides our cheeks and shades our eyes. This debt we pay to human guile. With torn and bleeding hearts we smile, and mouth with myriad subtleties. Paul Laurence Dunbar. All right, let me read this section again. We wear the mask that grins and lies. It hides our cheeks and shades our eyes. This debt we pay to human guile. With torn and bleeding hearts we smile, and mouth with myriad subtleties. Between your African-American studies and your poetry classes, you hopefully have read We Wear the Mask. This incredible piece by Dunbar is part of the American literature canon, and for good reason. It encapsulates the dual identity of African Americans, at the time Negroes, that we had to live inside of in order to navigate the world around us. It is expressing the pain and frustration of these awkward and obvious masks that we wear. The mask grins and lies, hiding our true feelings about how we deal with where we are. In this poem, Dunbar steps out of the dialect writing that makes him famous and presents in a sonnet the bifurcation that goes on in a Black person's brain and expresses it so eloquently. Since reading this as a child, I have decided not to live in my mask. I might put it on at times, but that's not a comfortable place to be. Thank you, Paul Laurence Dunbar. Let's pour libation for Paul Laurence Dunbar. We never forget, so never fear. For homies who ain't here, we pouring out a beer. Because of you, it'll never be the same. We keep saying your name while we pour champagne. For the mothers and the father figures, your flames to flickers, we pouring out some liquor. We're the sons and the daughters of heroes and martyrs. Honor you by pouring out some water. Friends, today's libation was for Paul Laurence Dunbar. All right, friends. Recently I've been expanding what I've been doing with the libation and wanted to make sure we hear the voices of the people that I'm talking about. There are no recordings of Paul Laurence Dunbar, but I actually do have the entire poem, We Wear the Mask, and I'm going to read that for you right now. We wear the mask that grins and lies. It hides our cheeks and shades our eyes. This debt we pay to human guile. With torn and bleeding hearts we smile, and mouth with myriad subtleties. Why should the world be overwise in counting all our tears and sighs? Nay, let them only see us while we wear the mask. We smile, but oh, great Christ, our cries to thee from tortured souls arise. We sing, but oh, the clay is vile beneath our feet and long the mile. But let the world dream otherwise. We wear the mask. Paul Laurence Dunbar. Hopefully I took you back to your poetry class in college, because I know y'all definitely read this. So I actually got asked a few years ago to write a remix to this. My man Rockville Lee, Rock Creek Park Lee. There we go. Rock Creek Lee asked me to do a remix of this. Corey Stowers, the locally famous graffiti artist and great businessman. And I never finished creating the song and sending it to him, but I did write the piece. And so this is my remix of We Wear the Mask. All right. We wear the mask that flex and shine. We toil to look professional and keep politics respectable as we walk into the company line. Why should the world kidnap our time? Tally each callus on each hand we grind. Our tears we would be truly confessional. We wear the mask. We smile, but oh, the American dream, we opine, as pain does not age well like wine. We don our facade on schedule. Our hymns paint our boss as exceptional. Chaotic lives masked by design. We wear the mask. Friends, that is my remix of We Wear the Mask. So thank you very much. I'm gonna talk a little bit later about being creative. That's what I do all day, as I encourage young people to be creative. I just want to remind you again to make sure you're at Watermelon Day. That's when you're gonna see all this creativity, all this family-friendly RBG energy happening. It is happening August 5th. We are only a few days away from this, so make sure you show up. Watermelon Day is now an institution here in Washington, D.C. So make sure you get your Watermelon Day t-shirt designed by Zudeka and James Terrell. For 15 years, we have been celebrating Watermelon Day in Northwest Washington, D.C., first at Bloombar's on 11th Street, and for the last decade at Sankofa Video and Books on Georgia Avenue. This is our annual celebration of summer and summertime's favorite fruit, as well as everything red, black, and green. We've always given away as much free-seeded watermelon as the audience can eat and provided performances from professional teaching artists. Everyone who performs and presents at Watermelon Day is compensated. You can plant a seed into these amazing teaching artists by buying the 2023 Watermelon Day t-shirt. You might want to buy this shirt and just wear it once on Watermelon Day, then store it in a safe space somewhere. James and Zudeka are on a roll as visual artists. You're going to want to tell people someday you knew them way back in 2023. So go to the link in the description, find more about the Watermelon Day t-shirt. All right, friends, the next thing I want to do is wish the Republic of Madagascar a happy Independence Day. Today, June 26th, back in 1960, was the Independence Day for Madagascar. Let me make sure I'm out of the way of the flag that I brought up here. On this day, they earned their independence from France. And I want to give you a little bit of information. You know, when I shout out countries on their Independence Day, I play their national anthem and I bring my homegirl, Elsie, Honny. Make sure to go check out her website and her YouTube page. She does a wonderful job of playing every national anthem around the world. Friends, here is Elsie, Honny with the national anthem of Madagascar. That was Elsie Honey with the national anthem of Madagascar. Now, you know me as a poet, as a lyricist. I want to let you know what the lyrics are to their national anthem. The actual national anthem. I apologize. I'm going to butcher saying this pronunciation. But their anniversary is going to come around next year, so I'm gonna get practice saying it again. Re Tanid Zanaja Malala O is the national anthem of Madagascar. The lyrics were written by Pasteur Rahajason and the music by Norbert Rahorisoa. All right, let me read these lyrics for you. O dear land of our ancestors, O beautiful Madagascar, our love for you will not falter and will remain to your cause eternally faithful. Bless, O Creator, this island of our ancestors. May it know joy and happiness, and may we be truly happy. O beloved land of our ancestors, we wish to place at your service our body, our heart, our soul, which is indeed precious and full of dignity. O beloved land of our ancestors, we pray that you be blessed by the creator of the universe, who is the foundation of our existence. Friends, that is the national anthem for Madagascar. I'm going to work on getting it right so I get the Chiron up in the corner and I'm not like in the way. But thank you very much for your patience and for tuning in here. So now I want to get into something that I'm really excited about. I want to show y'all more every morning about the work that I do with young people. I actually have my performance at the Avalon Theater where I perform for every fifth grader in Talbot County, the county that Frederick Douglass is from. Near the end of my performance, I do something called the 3 Rules of Creative Writing. I'm not going to intro this anymore. I'm just going to let you see the 3 Rules of Creative Writing. Here we go. I got one more thing I want to do for y'all. The 3 Rules of Creative Writers. All right, let's try this again. How many writers are in the room? Thank y'all for getting it right this time. Now, friends, put your hands down. Shh. Now, I have the great pleasure of teaching all grades, from pre-K all the way to graduate school. I want to tell you the difference between a kindergartner and a 12th grader. Can I tell you the difference between a kindergartner and a 12th grader? A kindergartner will not know the answer and raise their hand. A 12th grader will know the answer and not raise their hand. All right? You know when this starts happening? Around the 5th grade. All that enthusiasm you had as a little kid to just be like, oh, let me say my ideas. Who cares what they think? That enthusiasm goes away. I need that enthusiasm for you to be good creative writers, so I spend a lot of my time trying to turn 5th graders back into kindergartners who don't care what everyone else thinks about their ideas. All right, now friends, to do that, I have created 3 rules of creative writing. These are a call and response. Let me show you how it goes. Rule number 1, the only answer that's wrong is the answer that's blank. Friends, I say the only answer that's wrong, you say, is the answer that's blank. Let's try it. The only answer that's wrong. The only answer that's wrong. All right, now, friends, this is a hip-hop show, so you can be loud. Let's do it again. The only answer that's wrong. Rule number 2, writers don't make mistakes. We make discoveries. I say writers don't make mistakes. You say, let's try it. Writers don't make mistakes. Writers don't make mistakes. Rule number 3, do not edit in your head. Do not. Friends, I think y'all got this. Let's have some fun with this one. Here we go. All right, everybody do an old school dance in your chair. Old school dance in your chair. Friends, this is just about the end of my time. Did y'all have fun with me today? All right, friends, we're gonna do these 3 rules. Hopefully I'll send you home to your notebook and you'll have some fun writing. Here we go. It's exciting when we do creative writing, inspiration ignite, and ideas like lightning. In a poem or a song, don't worry what word belongs. Your opinion is impossible to get wrong. Brainstorming ideas is how art is made. Raise your hand, write it down. No need to be afraid. We really want to know what you think. The only answer that's wrong is the answer that's blank. The only answer that's wrong. 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 Creating something new can be stressful. Having the right attitude can help you be successful. Edison's attitude helped him not go berserk. I didn't fail 1,000 times. I found 1,000 ways that didn't work.
Don't worry that the word, phrase, or sentence isn't right. Every idea you put out there can spark another light. It's a rough draft nobody sees. Writers don't make mistakes, we make discoveries. 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 Do you have a diary, a notebook, or a journal to make sure your bright ideas don't stay internal? Make sure you have a place to write ideas down. When you see them on the page, they're easy to move around. You can revise, remix, rethink, and edit. Best of all, you won't regret it because you won't forget it. To make sure your ideas can evolve and spread, do not edit in your head. It go do not edit in your head. 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 So remember, when your teacher asks you to write creatively, they want to know what you're thinking, your opinion. You cannot get that wrong, so write something down. The only answer that's wrong is 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 the. When you write down this answer, you might not like it immediately. That does not mean you wrote down the wrong words. You wrote down the words that will lead you to the words you're looking for. Writers don't make mistakes, we make discoveries. 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 All right, friends, raise your hand if you have a journal or a notebook or a tape recorder or a hammer and chisel, some way to write down your ideas. You need one of those. Rule 3 is do not edit in your head. 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 Friends, give it up for yourselves. Give it up for yourselves.
Friends, that was the 3 rules of creative writing performed live at the Avalon Theater early this year with all the 5th graders in Talbot County. That was one of the coolest moments of my career so far. I really appreciate all the love I was given. So friends, that is our program. There's one thing left to do, and that is to play the Black National Anthem written by J. Rosamond Johnson and James Weldon Johnson, called Lift Every Voice and Sing. Here we go. Friends, that was the Black National Anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing, by James Weldon Johnson and J. Rosamond Johnson. There are 3 things that I want you to do today. Honor the ancestors, prepare the descendants, and love right now. Friends, at the count of 3, I want everyone to say peace, throw up the deuces, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Peace.
Hold it now. The melon is sweet, the water is life. So every time we meet, I'ma give you a slice, cause I'm the watermelon man. I'm the watermelon man. I got the juice and plant the seeds. I reap the fruit and give you what you need, cause I'm the watermelon man. I'm the watermelon man. It's the watermelon man, reppin' red, black, and green. The county of PG sends you greetings from